Thank you for downloading How I Vegan podcast. I'm Matthew, and to my north is a man who has been named Rochdale's handsomest bearded vegan for 3 years in a row, and thus has been given the freedom of the city of Rochdale. It's Wez.
Hi, that's mental. Who gave me that title?
Well, it was awarded by me, but it was a popular vote
Right,
against some pretty stiff competition.
and it was unanimous, yeah.
It was 100%. Congratulations.
Cheers, man.
I think because you've won it 3 years in a row, you get to keep the trophy now, like Brazil in 1970.
Brilliant.
But don't let it change you.
No, I won't. I won't. What am I going to do with that key? Hi, how are we doing?
I've been good, thank you very much. I've been on holiday.
You have? Did you go anywhere nice?
I went to Montenegro for the first time.
Lovely.
Went to a hotel, stayed in a hotel, not went to a hotel. That sounds nonsense.
Went all the way to Montenegro just to go to a hotel. Amazing.
Yes, stayed in a hotel. We told them in advance that vegans were coming, and they had put on some vegan dishes to an extent. Let's say there were vegan options, but every day it was salad and then like rice and vegetables, or pasta and vegetables, pasta in tomato sauce and vegetables, that sort of stuff. That was
okay. But they tried.
It was better than not eating anything. Let's say that.
Yeah.
So we had something to eat every day. So it was fine.
But I'm assuming you went out as well. You went out to restaurants that.
No. No. It was all inclusive, because the place where we went, it isn't really very developed. There's quite a few hotels, but not really. It's quite funny. Like if you stood on the beach and you looked along, there's like a row of quite big hotels. But then if you went on the other side of the hotels, it's just like maybe like 3 streets of housing. That was it.
Oh, wow.
and a mini market. That was it. There wasn't much there. So we ate in the hotel every day, but it was all right. We'd anticipated that it wouldn't be very developed. We didn't go for the vegan cuisine.
No.
But it was nice enough. It was
good.
Nice enough.
Did you have a good time?
Anyway, we did have a good time. Thank you very much. Lots of swimming, lots of lounging, lots of relaxing, which we all needed.
Beautiful.
Feel very relaxed this week. It's been nice.
Is Montenegro Black Mountain?
Yes, that's what it means. Yeah, it's named. I think the Italians named it that, and it's just stuck.
Right here.
Stuck. Yeah.
Did you see the Black Mountain? There must be one there.
No, I think that yes. No, I think it's a bit further inland than where we were.
Right.
Although there were mountains sort of going up from like the back of the little place where we stayed, but
yeah,
I think there are bigger mountains further along the coast.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
It's a tiny little country, but it looked pleasant enough as we were driving through it.
Fantastic.
Yes. So we released our 2 best of episodes, which still makes me laugh when I think of best ofs.
Yeah. There's been a few bands that have done that, released best ofs with one album, 2 albums. I mean, yes. Reef for one. I love Reef a lot. And they did 2 albums and then released the best of.
Wow. And they only had 1 song.
In fairness, they had more than 1 song, but they had
1 hit.
They didn't need to release a best of at that point.
No way. We're the Reef of podcasts. Well, we've been called worse.
Yeah, that's right. How are we getting on around the world?
Yes. Well, talking of which, we've had some listener feedback, which I can go through now if you would like.
I love listener feedback.
The first one I'm going to read is a response from Dave in Cardiff, who you absolutely slated in our previous real episode by telling him he didn't get out much. So he's responded.
I didn't mean it, David. I'm sorry.
He says, I'm glad you like my feedback. I've managed to listen to all of them in such a short time because I listen in my van to and from work. I do get out, honestly. That made me laugh.
Oh, good man.
Dear.
Good man.
But he's enjoying it. He's enjoying it.
And that's
So
all
that's
that
good.
matters.
Exactly. And we've also been discovered by a fellow vegan runner. Not one that I know this time.
Who'd have
This
thought?
is
Who'd have
I
thought we'd have
know.
been listened to by a vegan runner that you didn't know?
So this is from Dean, who says he's currently doing marathon training, but he says he's done one of his Instagram posts. He posted a photo of our logo.
Nice.
He says, "Loving this vegan podcast. Great to get a lot of different perspectives. It makes me think and question and rationalize and do clever stuff like that. Episodes 4 done and the perfect length for my 10K run today. Keep up the good work." So that's awesome. And somebody further down the post has commented, "I'll give the podcast a listen. Thanks for the recommendation." How about that?
Who'd have thought?
So Dean is challenging Martin as one of our super fans, I think, if he's encouraging listeners.
Don't tell Martin. Jesus. Can't have another super fan. Martin will lose the plot.
Oh no, yeah, we'll have to have a super fan boxing match or something. Anyway, so one of the things that we've been discussing, sort of focusing on, I feel like in the last few weeks, has been hope.
Yeah.
I think that's something that we both sort of felt since we've come back from vegan camp out in July. We kind of feel like, where do you get your hope from? Because
Absolutely.
everything's going to rat shit. But you tagged me in a Facebook post last week, didn't you?
I did. It was
Tell
on
me
the
about
it was on the Live Kindly Facebook page. And they stated, "We are back this Monday with positive climate news," which shocked me straight away that there was something positive going on at last.
that.
And it was just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 posts in one about some positive stuff that's been going on around the world, all of which gave me a little bit of hope just for a few minutes.
Wow.
So I thought I'd show you.
Yeah, go for it.
So, the United States has passed a landmark bill to invest $369 billion in fighting climate change.
Well, that sounds like a lot.
Yeah, the bill, which is called the Inflation Reduction Act, aims to support the use of renewable energy, carbon capture, biofuels, energy efficiency, and other clean energy efforts. Yeah, it's America. Who knows if that'll happen or not?
It's a start, though, isn't it?
It is a start. If it only gets people talking, you never know.
Well, yes.
Italy bans the slaughter of male chicks, saving 40 million lives every year. The ban will stop the culling of 25 to 40 million chicks every year. In the egg industry, male chicks are routinely killed because they are unable to lay eggs. And I have showed people that video of
the macerator,
which is foul. And nearly, I'm not sure if I have continued turning that man, but last time I spoke to him, he was still on the train, so hopefully that worked. But
good.
That's another good thing.
He's on the route. He's on the right route, isn't he?
Exactly. Yeah. Pakistan is restoring its mangrove forests. More of a third of the world's mangroves have been lost since 1980, and they are considered one of the most endangered. Yeah, I know. One of the most endangered habitats on Earth.
That's within our lifetime.
Yeah.
That's happened. That's disgraceful.
We were two. Well, we were two when that started happening.
Yeah.
That's how old we are. Mangroves are considered a nature-based solution to climate change. So this is great news.
Oh, because of all the carbon they soak up, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they work the same as rainforests, don't they? In a win for animal rights, airline drops contract to transport monkeys to laboratories after months of campaigning by PETA entities from around the world. Egypt Air will no longer transport monkeys to testing laboratories.
Awesome.
That's really good. That's really, really good. New Zealand released its first ever climate adaptation plan, not adoption plan, that'd be weird. New Zealand's climate minister says the aim is to equip people so that when climate events occur, their lives can continue. A bit vague, but whatever.
Yeah.
And rare hummingbird, last seen 12 years ago, rediscovered in Colombia. The hummingbird has been documented a total of 3 times, with the last in 2010. The bird was thought to have gone extinct due to deforestation. It's coming back. And that is a beautiful looking bird. The colours are stunning. Like blue breast. No, not blue, green. Literally, I'm literally not colourblind. I got the wrong colour. Green, electric blue head. Really cool. And finally, Turkey's zero waste project is successfully reducing pollution. The project, which launched in 2017, has been highly successful, curbing 3.9 million tonnes of greenhouse gas emissions, saving over $3 billion.
Wow.
So, again, we can only hope.
Yeah, that's the thing. We can only do what we can do, can't we? So we're not contributing to it through what we eat and what we buy.
Yeah.
And there are some things that some governments are doing and some companies are doing that are making things better. And that's, I guess, what we've got to cling to and hope that by the time it gathers enough momentum and becomes the norm, that it's not too late.
Yeah. And I was, on a personal level, I was thinking about like when I first knew properly about veganism, obviously with Michelle, wife and previous guest. That was 20 years ago. Met 20 years ago. And the difference between then and 5 years ago was kind of minor.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah.
There was not much happening. Linda McCartney sausages.
Yeah.
And
some bits of cardboard circles that were supposed to be burgers that were disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah. However, since 2017, me and Michelle were talking about this the other day. Since 2017, it's exploded.
Yeah.
So if that can happen in 5 years,
what can happen in 10?
It's still continuing to explode. Like with the likes of Burger King opening vegan or plant-based exclusive restaurants. That's massive. If that continues to run, then that will only grow. So it's not just Burger King. Obviously, there's more than that, but it was just something that was a highlight for me.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got some other good news for animals.
Okay.
So there's been a campaign for quite a while called Shut Down TNS Rabbits. And it was basically pretty much does what it says on the tin. But there was a rabbit farm called TNS Rabbits who were breeding rabbits for meat and then selling the fur. And a bunch of activists were trying to shut it down, hence shut down TNS Rabbits. And this week they succeeded, and the farm has been shut down, and so 201 rabbits were rescued.
Cool.
And the farmer allowed rescue places to basically collect the rabbits.
Oh wow.
And so there are some who have gone to Animals in Need, which is quite near me in Wellingborough.
All right.
Who have got 86 rabbits, and some have gone to Brook Farm Animal Sanctuary, which is in Raunds in Northamptonshire.
Ah, right.
As well. And talking of Brook Farm, it's their summer open day this Saturday, August whatever the Saturday will be.
This Saturday, the 27th.
This Saturday, the 27th, 11 till 3 p.m. So I will try and get this published before that. Cool. And if I do manage it and you listen to it in time, then please get to Brook Farm Animal Sanctuary on Saturday afternoon. That will be awesome.
Yeah,
It's a lovely little place. So that's good.
Also,
So good news for the rabbits. Go on.
Yeah, just a quick one. Well, it's not a quick one. It's quite a massive one that I'd forgotten about until just then. You heard about that thing in Canada. So, Canadian dairy facility are making a permanent switch to plant-based milk.
Wow.
Yeah. Lactalis Canada, a subsidiary of a French dairy giant called Lactalis, will cease all dairy production in its Sudbury branch from September the 30th.
Wow.
How good's that?
That's a major thing.
That's huge, isn't it?
Yeah. Doing it as well as is one thing, but doing it instead of is massive.
Yeah.
There's obviously, I mean, I kind of feel like that's really the only way that it's going to actually happen is that people start making enough money on it. That it's more profitable for them to do it that way than it is to do it with cows.
Like what Martin said about the McDonald's thing, about he would rather they took a burger out to replace it with plant-based, which I completely understand. I get that.
Yeah.
This is another quote. The move follows long-term volume decline and increased costs in the fluid milk market in Ontario.
Oh, good.
So yeah, it's that thing that's something I look at on Google every so often is like, how is the dairy industry declining? Just hoping that it declines a bit more and a bit more and a bit more.
Yes, that's it.
If there's a big milk company in a country like Canada saying we're not going to do it anymore because of decline, we're going to revert to this, or not revert to, but change over to this, then big well done to them.
Yeah, absolutely, and hopefully it gets supported in Canada and anywhere else that it's sold, and they do make it worthwhile. Like financially worthwhile, so that they carry on doing it.
Because you get a company like that making that change, and then they continue succeeding, which is obviously what we want. Other companies will follow, won't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's it.
You only need to see a little change, and then someone else goes, "Oh, hang on a minute, we could do that as well."
We can do that. We'll do it cheaper, and we'll do it. We'll make the profit off it. That's the only reason that people. We'll get into it.
100%.
All right, I've found another piece of good news.
Cool.
Australia is phasing out eggs from battery farmed chickens.
Oh yeah, I did see that this morning.
Yeah. So that battery farmed eggs in Australia will be a thing of the past by 2036. I mean, that's quite a long way off. That's quite ridiculous.
Again, see, this is what I don't understand. I've heard comments at workplaces I've worked at where you want a change to come in, and they go, "It's going to take a while." No, you don't. You just change the shift pattern.
Do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say worst case scenario.
6 months.
Yeah, 6 months. You could probably do it in 2, but we'll give you 6 just because you're idiots, because you're management and you know what you're doing. But there's something like that. You just stop it.
Yeah.
Just stop doing it. Why is it going to take you 15 years to do that?
I know,
it's madness.
It is absolutely nuts. And there's a little chart here on this article that shows other countries that have done it. So New Zealand are doing it this year.
Wow.
Or have done it this year. Iceland did it last year. The UK and the EU did it in 2012, which I didn't know about.
Right, okay.
The USA are going to do it in 2025. And Canada also 2036.
Right.
Doesn't need to be that long, does it?
No. No, I mean, I remember that. I remember the now you say about the UK, we can only hope and assume that there isn't battery farming going on. I mean, I'm sure some of the activists have checked, otherwise Mr. Carbstrong would be putting videos out, wouldn't he? But
yeah.
I'm assuming that stopped. But I remember the UK doing it and thinking, that didn't take that long, did it?
No, it wasn't that hard.
I'm sure they just went, we're not doing it anymore, and stopped. But I don't know. I was probably in my late teens, early 20s. I was probably drunk.
Those were the days. Yes.
So yeah. So there is hope. There is hope, and we can just continue waiting for more. And it's only on the way up.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We are, although you and I aren't ancient vegans, I do feel like we're at the bottom of the staircase, if you like. Maybe we're on the second to bottom step or third to bottom step, but we are kind of slowly getting there, aren't we?
Yeah.
Bit by bit.
Also, literally, as you said that, I was thinking, yes, speaking to Michelle about what happened in 2017. Because I feel we've had either, and there is a nuance to the whole thing, but we've had either ancient vegans,
Yep.
or I changed in around. I made the change in about 2017,
Oh, yes.
and it's also the year we moved up here.
Oh, wow. So we went in 2018, didn't we? But
Yes,
no,
yeah.
so just
moved
after your 40th, wasn't it?
Yeah, so we moved up here in 2017, and I was 40 the following year, so 2018.
Yes.
All I could think of is Cowspiracy. Cowspiracy must have just come out and that certain people watched it.
Its availability on Netflix, I think, probably helped a huge amount.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have to pay to go and see it or pay to download it or anything like that. It's just there.
Yeah.
Which makes it far more widely available. And yeah, maybe that was it.
Just seems really strange that it was a lot of people around either at 2017 or just after.
Yes, you're absolutely right, because we've had, like you said, the ancient vegans on. We've had like Carrie, Paul, and Shell from when she was vegan the first time around, and then we've had pretty much everybody else has been vegan for 4, 5, 6 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, that
it was like there was something shifted, and look, whether that is Cowspiracy, that's fine. But it's like there's something shifted at that point.
That is weird, isn't it?
I just sort of thought about it over the weekend. I was like, it's a bit of a strange thing that I just noticed it. It was like I did me, you did you, and then people we've had on were like around that same time. I was like, oh, what was happening? What was happening?
It's funny, isn't it? Someone will do a study on that in 20 years' time, the great vegan uptake in 2017, 2018. Thank you for listening. I hope you've enjoyed it and found something useful. If you want to get involved, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Just search for How I Vegan Podcast.
And if you want to get in touch with us, if you want to come on as a guest, then just send us an email at howiveganpodcast@gmail.com.
See you next time.
See you later, guys. Ta-da! Oh, got a bit of dinner on my top.